This, my friends, is how you do online class. PJs on the bottom, and then you look good at the top. Hello everybody, my name is Saskia, the S in RNS. Welcome to the RNS YouTube channel. Hope you're having a fine Monday or whatever day of the week you're watching this. Today it is 7 o'clock on a Monday morning and I'm filming a YouTube video. That, my friends, is called dedication. Hello man, so sorry. This is me editing quickly and I just want to apologize for this shiny thing on my upper lip. It is this Eucerin product here that's chilling on my upper lip, and I'm sorry that I just didn't wipe it away before I filmed the video. But if you live in Bloem or any dry place in the country, you know that your lips get super dry. So I actually want to recommend this to people on Accutane or living in a very dry place. It really works, but it makes your lips shiny, and of course if you go like this when you put it on, it will make that really shiny. So I'm sorry, that really bothered me in the video, but I hope it doesn't annoy you guys. Just please don't focus on it. Look at my eyes rather. Anyways, thanks guys. A friendly subscriber of ours named Kuchle Pin, she commented on my last video, and the video was called A Day in the Life of an Occupational Therapy Student. And she commented and she had some questions for me. She's applied for occupational therapy at UWC for next year, I'm guessing, and she was just a little bit confused, so I'm here to help her out. Alright, that's what we do. And literally in that last video I said, guys, please, if you want us to film any video, comment it and we will do it. So look, I'm like providing miracles here. You asked and I received, okay? What? That didn't make sense, sorry. You asked and I provided. We're going to cover 4 questions today. First question is, what is OT? Quick thing here, OT, if you say OT, you're referring to occupational therapy or the occupational therapist herself. That's the first question. The second question is, what do OT students learn at university? Third question is OT what I expected, like me, myself, and I, what I expected personally? And then in the last video, we mentioned that you gotta do physics. So do you need physics to get into university? And secondly then, do you need physics to help you with the degree? This is not going to be a heavily edited video because I'm starting exams soon and I just don't have time, so sorry for that, but hope you understand. If you are in matric finals, grade 11 exams, any exams, university exams, good luck guys, don't procrastinate, and you will literally reap the benefits if you work hard. Okay, that's my advice for today. Alright, so what is occupational therapy? I have some cute little pictures to show you guys. Occupational therapy is the only profession that looks at someone's life in its entirety, understand what it means to be human, and help people to do things that really matter to them. That's so cute, isn't it? So cute. Okay, the next thing is, and her name that is Rachel, and I'm not going to even pronounce her surname because I don't want to mess it up. So she says, I'm an occupational therapist, an obscure profession, if there ever was one. We are few and far between, maybe because we have chosen to serve people with disabilities, all disabilities. Not a glamorous endeavor, not a lucrative one. And I say serve because we deem that in helping we see weakness, while in serving we see wholeness. So you see, it's like serving, you're serving because it's wholeness, it's just more like wholehearted, you know. Okay, cool. We've opted for wholeness nearly a century ago, and I'll put in brackets there, World War I. I think it was World War I. Was it World War II? I'll go check. Okay. And have been at odds with the system ever since. And let me quickly just put we were at odds with the system because like doctors and them were looking at OTs and were like, what are you doing? Like, how is what you're doing even helping anyone, hey? Like, how is it even backed up by science? And we weren't backed up by science back then, like World War II era. We weren't backed up by science. Then this whole thing of occupational science came out. Well, not came out, but developed, because then OTs were like, we gotta prove ourselves. Quick little side note, in America, You actually get an occupational science degree first, and then you study to become an occupational therapist. That just shows how important the occupational science part of OT is, because we really like, now we're backed up by science, bro. This isn't some, what is this profession? Huh? What is it? No. Okay, occupational science is like the backbone now of OT, and it's amazing because now we know, like, this stuff works, man. It's good. Let's continue with Rachel's statement. So she says, we don't fit people, you see. With them, we simply try to find a way to meaning, balance, and justice. I chose occupational therapy because it blends science and humanism, intellectual rigors, and compassion. Let me now quickly explain OT in my own understanding. And I'm gonna just give a practical example that happened to me. Because OT you can explain for millions and millions of years, and maybe it won't even come, like, people won't even understand, so I'll give a practical situation. Alright, so if you've noticed this scar on my hand, I had something called a juxta-articular myxoma, which you could kind of think of as a ganglion growth, and it was because I worked too hard during matric finals. So, you know, you guys in matric finals, work hard, but please don't write so much like I did. And like, I wrote like this, I like freaking digged my pen into the page, and then I got this growth. So I had this growth in my hand, and it was really big. It was like this big. It was massive, okay? And so the beginning of this year I had to go into the hospital and get anesthetic, like general anesthetic. Well, let me tell you, bro. Okay, anyways, after that I was on morphine, which, oh guys, if you can avoid morphine, please do. It is the worst feeling ever. Well, it was the worst feeling for me. Anyways, that's besides the point. So I got this thing cut out of me and then glued back together, and yes, the scar hasn't healed that well, because this is exactly where I move my wrist, so it's a bit difficult for it to heal perfectly. I was in a splint then for 3 weeks, and a splint, I'm gonna get you the splint. Here's the splint, so I just put it on quickly for you to see. So I was like this for 3 weeks, and I was just like, oh, I was like a weak little, you know, it's my right hand, by the way, my dominant hand, so it really butchered me for some time. Anyways, so I was like this for 3 weeks, actually longer, because I wore the splint a lot just for stability. My arm atrophied a lot. Atrophy means you just lose muscle, and I atrophy really, really quickly. The OT actually said to me that my arm was the weakest arm she's ever seen after 3 weeks of being in a splint. She was like, oh damn, we gotta work hard on this. After the operation, I was sent to an OT. Also, straight after the operation, she made the splint for me. They custom make these splints. That's how cool OTs are. They're there with their like pot thing. They put this piece of plastic moldy stuff inside. They let it boil. They take it out. They put it on you. They mold it. Then they go cut it. Then take the stuff, you know. What's this stuff? Material stuff. They cut it out. They put it on you. Boom, straight off the operation, you're there, in and out, goof, 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 boom, and there your beautiful custom-made splints made. This occupational therapist is a hand therapist, so in OT you can specialize with different things. You can go into pediatrics, geriatrics, hand therapy, and so many more things. Then she gave me hand exercises and measured the degree of my hand that it could bend. So like, I couldn't, like, my hand was just like this, and I was just stuck like this. And she was like, okay, do this. And I was like, I can't. She was like, okay, do this. I can't. She gave me exercises with like a resistance band. So I was like, oh, getting my gains for this. You know, normally getting your gains for your bicep. I was getting my gains for all of these muscles. Yeah. I went to an OT about 3 times afterwards, and I had to do exercise about 3 times a day, and then she'd check up on me and be like, oh wow, okay, your degree of flexion and extension and abduction and adduction and all that gotten better, well done. So yes, you do improve. You improve slowly with the help of an occupational therapist. I literally couldn't use my hand after the operation, and now I can. Okay, so what do OT students learn at university? So I'm going to talk specifically for first year because that's where I am, and I can't really speak for higher grades because I haven't experienced that. So this year, my timetable stuff's over there, so I'm going to look in that way. So in first year we do anatomy, like hectic anatomy, just by the way. We go into serious detail, like I kid you not, I've probably told everyone, okay, this is kind of a joke, but also how I feel. I've literally said to people, after this anatomy, I swear I could do surgery on someone. I probably can't, but if I was like on an island, I probably could with this amount of knowledge they've given us. So then we did occupational, well, what's that called? Anyways, we did a module that's like technology and activity. So we did sports and games, and we did technology, which, you know, we work with wood, we work with metal, we, you know, have to do very practical things with our hands, kind of like a building degree. Yeah, work with concrete, all types of things you would never think of, but yes, we do it. And then sports and games is really cool. Like we went to wheelchair rugby and we played wheelchair rugby ourselves. Like we sat in those wheelchairs, played it, was awesome. And we played like Yuxkay with the old age home. And what else did we do? And we went to like a disability school, and we just spent time with them, saw how they do sports, and like we just got this really practical idea of people in this world that we're going to be helping, you know. And serving, as that lady said. And then we do clinical work, as in going to like a rural area, and we go in there and we assess people, and yeah, but like not hectic. I mean, we're first year, so we don't do a very detailed job, but we go in and we get the full experience of what it's like to actually be in those communities and work with them closely. You have to write up reports, you have to write up a clinical fieldwork report, like a activity analysis. So when you get in to university, the first thing you'll learn is like an activity analysis, and that's where OT is like, that's where OT's focus is an activity analysis. Because remember, occupation doesn't refer to your job. Occupation in, I think it's Latin, like actually means every single thing you do for 24 hours. So when you wake up and you get out of bed, you brush your teeth, you go to the toilet, then you get dressed, then you go and drive your car, then you go work, then you come home, you go to cook some dinner for yourself, you go to shower, and then you go to sleep. It's all these little things that make up our 24-hour day. That's what we help people with, so that they're performing at the maximum level that they can. And if they can't perform at the maximum level that they can just with their body, then we're like, okay, what can we adjust in their home to make it easier for them to live? And what can we give them a splint to help them with the movement of their hand? Because you get dynamic splints as well, which like actually can move, you can move your hand inside of it. It's really cool. Yeah, so this video will be long, I'm sorry. We've got Occupational Therapy Foundation, which is just like definitions of OT, and in first semester especially it's just definitions, just so that you get like a base level of understanding. And then we do anthropology, psychology, yes, so that's what we learn. Anthropology is the study of human behavior, and then psychology, I think you know what psychology is. So that is what we learn at university. So is OT what I expected? OT is not what I expected at all, because I'll tell you what, I had no idea what OT was. Like, I literally applied for OT and I didn't even know what it was. So that's my honest opinion about it. I learned about OT when I went to a career counselor, and he was like, this job's gonna be for you. Fun fact, occupational therapy is #1 worldwide of the most satisfying job in the world. The satisfaction that you get out of the job by working with people and seeing that you are literally making a difference in someone's life, it's top notch. How can you replace it? That's just an amazing job. You will really learn about what OT is when you go through the motions of studying and then working. But you just got to trust, like, okay, do I like working with people? Do I want to make a difference in someone's life? Do I like working with the body, parts of the body? Can I see blood? You know, can I work with people's broken arms and legs? Do I have empathy and sympathy? Or is it sympathy? Do I have sympathy? And then the last thing, physics. Do I need physics to get in? And do I need physics to actually study the degree? Firstly, I cannot speak for all the universities out there. I did physics in school, so I was accepted with physics. So I actually cannot answer if you need physics to get into the degree. I have no idea. And I think the best people to speak about is the university themselves. Give them a call, be like, hey, I want to study OT, but I don't do physics. Is that okay? And they will give you a more reliable answer than I could ever give you. I want to speak about the 2 types of OT degrees. Now please, I'm putting these in bunny ears because everybody qualifies in South Africa with the same occupational therapy degree, and it's called a BOC, okay? A Bachelor of Occupational Therapy. In South Africa, you get like 2 types of learning for OT. You get a BAC focused type and a BA focused type. It's not that you're doing a BAC and it's not that you're doing a BA. You're doing an occupational therapy degree, but it's just the way it's focused. So a BAC degree will be more focused on learning science, like actual science, so like physics and chemistry, I think. By the way, if anything that I'm saying is not correct and you have a different opinion, please let me know in the comments. This is a learning place, okay? So if I'm saying anything that isn't 100% accurate, please correct me, because this is also for the benefit of everyone who is learning about OT right now. So I would really want to have a reliable answer. So if I don't, please correct me. I'm doing like a BA type OT degree, and I'll get into that now. So a BSc is more science-based, okay, and then less practical, basically. And then a BA is more practical, and that's why we like do technology and art and all those things. And then we do less science. We still do physics, but it's not hectic, like it's really not. So that's where I wanted to now talk about which one you're going to. If you get to the BSc type one, then physics will, doing it in school will help you more. If you do the BA type, you really don't even need physics from school. Like, yes, it will help you, of course, because we do physics as a little section in our degree, but it won't hold you back too much. Okay, so that is all I have to say about what occupational therapy is, and is it what I expected, what we learn, and regarding physics, if we need it or if we don't. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up. Please subscribe to the RNS YouTube channel, as we've got really cool videos coming up, especially this December. That's if Corona doesn't ruin our plans, but anyways. Yes, good luck with the end of the year. You guys have got this. You really just need to believe in yourselves and give it all you got. 2020 has been a crazy year, but let's crush it. Alright. I feel like Chloe Ting at the beginning of her workouts. Let's crush it. Okay. Cool. Bye guys. Love you. Oh, and subscribe vibes, guys. As Rosie would want me to say. Bye. Okay, back to OT. Yo, I get distracted, eh? My grandpa always says to me, Saskia, yeah, you talk a lot. I'm like, yeah, I do.